Hi, and welcome to part two of Den Leader Scoutbook training. In this training session, I'm going to show you everything you need to know about setting up an event in the calendar using Scoutbook. Okay, so starting from the website, www.mvpack34.org. Again, anyone visiting the site can see our upcoming events. And when you click on this link, it shows you calendars. Now, this one is just showing a pack calendar, so anything that is scheduled onto the pack calendar will show up in this calendar. But again, if you go to calendar setup and you are a Tiger parent or you're a Tiger den leader, you can go in and look at this calendar and see any events that are scheduled specifically for Tiger. They also do include some Pack 34 events if we have scheduled to every calendar. So the idea being pack meetings and pack meetings and pack events are going to go onto every calendar. So that should look pretty similar all the way through. But the way that you want to get this of these events onto calendar is using Scoutbook now. So back at the website, if you recall, you can get to a Scoutbook access by clicking on the Scoutbook link, which takes you into the Scoutbook access page, and here you can log in. So again, I'm going to log in as my den leader role. I think this was it. Yes. All right. So again, logging in gets me into the top level of the Scoutbook application. This is all Scoutbook level stuff that has to do with the company, ultimately the BSA behind development and customer relations and all that stuff. But Pack 34 information is going to be under My Dashboard. So whenever you log in, you just go right to My Dashboard, and you're presented with the top level of the den management. So again, I'm a wolf den leader, so I see all the wolves that are currently in the den. I can drill into those profiles and update advancement, that kind of stuff. Or I can go right into the Pack 34 environment. So this time we're talking about events and calendar stuff. So I am going to go into the Pack area. And I'm going to take a look at the calendar. So when I click on the header of upcoming events, this yellow and red area, it's going to take me into the calendar. So as a wolf den leader, I can see pack calendars and I can see the wolf calendar. And I can change these colors to be whatever I want. I'm going to make it red because wolf's patch is red. All right, so for my purposes, I'm going to add an event. So this is, let's say this is not a pack event, this is a den event. And let's say I decide to organize a hike for my wolf den to go on a weekend we don't have a pack event scheduled. And maybe this is a part of an advancement adventure. So I'm going to come in here in the calendar and I'm going to click add an event. And then I'll go to calendar and I'll choose one or more calendars. Now, because I am a den administrator and a den leader, I can only choose the wolf den. I can't put calendar events on any other den's calendar. That would have to happen through communication between the different dens or through the pack leadership. But so I'm going to choose the wolf den and make sure I'm going to have that red check mark, and then I hit set. And then that tells it which calendar to put it on. I'm going to say this is a other, because it's going to be a hike. And I'm going to say hike. Let's do that. And then I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm going to say meet at depot. And I'm going to give it the date of September 2nd. And I'm going to have it start at 8 a.m. and I'm going to have it end at 11 a.m. I'm going to set that time. And I'm going to classify it as an outdoor activity. And then if I wanted to have it be a part of advancement, I could click into here and I could select my wolf adventure, and I could say this is a part of Call of the Wild. I could set that. So that's indicating that we will work on that part of Call of the Wild. If it, if a hike is a part of Call of the Wild, we're going to work on it while we're doing that. So if you join this event, you also have an opportunity to fulfill some of your advancement activities. I can then give it a description, tell people what this is, and I'll say I'm going to set it up like an email, because ultimately this is going to be the text of my invitation that I send to parents. Please join us for a hike. We will work on advancement items while hiking. All right. Now, I want to invite people. So I am going to choose who I want to invite. So I'm going to invite the leaders, and I'm going to invite all the parents, and I'm going to invite all the scouts, and I'm going to set that. Now over on the right, I see everybody who I've invited. So leaders, parents, scouts, and I'm going to ask for an RSVP. So the way the RSVP works is that now that I've selected my invitees and I have selected the RSVP flag and turned it on, I need to get an email out to the parents that are associated with these scouts. So in Cub Scouts, the scouts don't have an email address. Their parents have an email address. And so because they're connected to their parents through Scoutbook, that their parents are their connection, is how we define them. The correspondence will go to the parents, and then the parents will have an opportunity to get an email and then jump right in to the Scoutbook and set that RSVP. Okay, so the way it'll work, first of all, I'm going to change my invitees because I don't want everybody to get a email. But who I'm going to set is, I'm going to set Seamus Maurer and Alex Maurer, and Alex Maurer is the leader. I'm going to say set. And so now, leader, parent, scout. All are set. Set. Okay, so now there they all are. RSVP is set. And so the way you get this email invitation sent is you go into scheduled reminders, right? And so what you want to do is you want to send a reminder to someone. Now, you can set this up to be any kind of reminder, right? So you can say, send it now, right? Because I want to get the email out to the parents inviting them to this event in a week. So I want to get it in front of them so they can make a decision if their kid can go or not. And then I can set a reminder for any period of time. So I can say 24 hours before the event, so Friday before that Saturday, everyone who has RSVP'd yes will get a reminder, or I can do it an hour ahead of the event. But to get this all started, I'm going to go into Manage Reminders, and I'm going to say Send Now. And I'll set that. And then as soon as I save it, I should get an email. So watch up here, like you're all used to getting emails. I should get two, both as a parent and as a leader. So I'm going to save that event. And then I'll just wait for it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to log out of myself as soon as I see that email come in. I'm going to log out of it myself, and I'm going to log in as a parent. There it is, right there. Okay, so now in Scoutbook, let me log out, and I'm going to go to my email, not that one, and I'm going to say, is it this one? Yes. So I'm going to look at this and I go, oh, hike to West Point Inn. Very nice. Meet at the depot. Okay, great. September 2nd, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. I think that'll be great. Let's go take a look at that. So now I'm going to click this link. And this is going to take me to Scoutbook, not in our environment, but that's okay. And I am going to take a look at this one as a parent. So I'm going to do this one. I'm going to say log in. Oops, hold on. I have a lot of passwords in here. Okay, so now I'm a parent and it takes me right in. So you do have to log in, but you can take a look at this thing. And as a parent, make some decisions about what the 10-day forecast looks like. And and this looks great and okay. And I am going to say that Shay is going to go to this and that I'm going to go to this as the parent. Right? Now, as the den leader, this is the den leader one. I can't answer for anyone else. I can only answer for the two people that are connected, and that's me as the parent and my child. Now, if I want to, I can leave a comment and say, oh my God, this sounds awesome. And I will post that comment. Now, you can do this on your phone. There's going to be another training video to show you how to set up the web app as a tool on your phone. So you get the email and you can go right into it from your phone. All right, so that is RSVP using calendars. I'm going to log out of here because this is done. And I will log out of Alex the parent. And I will go back in here as Alex the den leader. And I'm going to come back to my event. And I want to see what's on the horizon for my events. And I'm going to go in here and I'm going to say, I'm going to scroll down here and take a look at this. Excuse me. I'm going to look for my hike here, take a look, and I say, oh, great, check that out. Oh, and there's a post. Very nice. Now, I'm going to go into edit this event. And I'm going to take a look at this, and I'm going to say, I'm going to look at this and see who all has RSVP'd. Okay, looks great. Now, one thing I didn't show you is this. If you need to have permission slips based on your event, there's a canned permission slip in here. And so when you have all these different people that are RSVPing, you can also click on that permission slip, and you see it kicks out a really nice canned BSA permission slip, right? So as a parent, we can, as a den leader, we can print these things out and then send them over to the parents, or have them ready at a den meeting so that when, prior to the event, we can have the parents just sign this off. But this is a nice feature of the calendar. Okay, so now I'm going to come back out and I'm going to take a look at my this whole thing, and I can should be able to do an RSVP roster. So based on the events, let me get into the pack. I'm going to go into the den. And as I scroll down, I can do I think I can see my, I'm not sure where it is, but there's a way to create an activity roster and an RSVP thing, right? So you can go in here, and I should be able to do it down here somewhere. Well, I'm not sure where it is, but we'll find it. But on the day of the event, you can actually you can do a attendance sheet or electronic on your phone, and be able to manage that particular event. But right from the online screen, you get a sense of who's joining you for this event. All right, so that is calendar and specifically RSVP. So again, if you're looking at your calendar, you're looking at all your events, including pack and den events. If you need to, you can go in and you can delete those events. So if I come in here and I find that hike to West Point and I want to edit that, I can come in and I can hit delete. And hit delete. And now that event is gone. Okay, that is calendar. Thank you. Next time we're going to talk about messaging. Goodbye.